something on your offering that impossible hot. Um, well, I don't know about that in the hot Italian I use from Beyond, the Beyond stuff, and I put that on my pizza. Oh, and it's good. But I don't know that I've tried the hot Italian before. Okay, good, 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 good. Okay, so you are already on it. Oh, but that hot is so hot. It's so good. So, yeah, I'm glad you, because it's the 4th of July weekend, and so I have to check my supply on the hot sausage. Because my nephew, even though he eats meat, he likes to, for some reason, it makes him feel so much better to eat my meatless food than to eat the stuff that he normally eats. I used to, and I will tell you, I used to hang out in places where people who eat meat will, when given the option of eating meatless, will eat meatless, and I will tell you, it irritates the heck out of me. Let me tell you why. I went to, and this is just a quick example, and then I'm going to let this go. But I went to a girlfriend's house, and she made this big pot of greens. You know how they say a mess of greens. She made a big old pot of greens that had, turkey in it, smoked turkey. And that was the big pot that she made. And then she made this little sympathy pot of greens just for me that didn't have any meat in there. So why did the meat eaters eat all of the meatless greens and then sit there saying, oh, I guess now we can switch over and eat those with meat in there? Which pissed me off, because I suppose that they did it in solidarity, but it meant that I only got one serving of greens, where they could go back endlessly because the big old mess of greens was over there. So to all of y'all meat eaters, when you are given the option of meatless or stuff with meat in there, please eat what you got, because there will be vegans or vegetarians who can't eat anything else. Or won't, right? And so it just is irritating. People, when I used to take portobello mushrooms to a picnic, and the people come and you see somebody walking around with a hamburger with their darn portobello mushroom on there. It's like, stop doing that. It's not cute. It's not. It's like, it's for people who don't eat meat. Not for people who just, and they act like it's a condiment when I gotta pay. I know, it's just me on my soapbox. But yes, if you're gonna choose to eat meat, people prepare stuff, a smaller amount for those who don't, and a big amount for y'all meat eaters. So stay over there and eat the meat, right? Because once you exhaust what we got, then we got nothing. That's crazy. I don't understand that. My soapbox. But here's the thing. If you just make it all meatless, then we don't have to worry about it. Okay, so that's my soapbox for today. I had something very lovely sent to me by Everett, and Everett sent me this thing of this older woman who's standing there in just, in her undies, striking this pose, and she said that this young man, a young person, asked her what it was like to be old, and she says, I guess the look on his face told him that I was shocked by the question. And, which, is rather shocking, and she said, she had never considered herself old. But his question made her actually explore it. Now, I don't know very many people that are tasteless enough to say something like that. It is a rather shocking question. But I can recall on a few rare occasions some young man that asking me questions about, age, or, how do you maintain, or how do you whatever at your age? And I'd be looking at him like, what? Who the heck you talking to? and and so this woman in this little thing that he sent was, kind of talking about the glory in aging, like, what she is now free of. And being that I don't yet consider myself old, it was funny to kind of read what was written, what she said, and think about it from that perspective that somebody does consider me old. But here's one of the things that I get often, like, you're my mother's age. Oh, but my mother is not like you. Or, just kind of questions about general ideas that we have about aging. And I will tell you that so one of the wonderful things about this, that, about getting older and more experienced, is you could say, been there, tried that, to what works and what doesn't work. And then let go of the things that don't work. And it is usually the things or the ideas that people impose upon you from outside of yourself. So, trying to tell you about what works as far as, just as life is concerned. And there is I don't think that we give enough credence to our lived experience. That means what you have been through. And so the moment we figure out what works. Yesterday, I'm going to tell you, I hadn't eaten. Sometimes I go through and I have my yogurt first thing in the morning, and then I don't necessarily eat like like a sit down and eat. I don't even want to say I graze, because sometimes I graze and sometimes I don't. So like I'll grab a handful of grapes, or eat some cheese, because I buy those string cheeses now. So yesterday I hadn't really eaten most of the day, and then I decided that I would grab some hummus. And of course, when you eat hummus, you got to do it with, is that Erica? What is that? Alexandra Erica. Is that Erica? Girl, where you been? Oh my gosh, and okay, wait a minute, I gotta finish this. So yesterday I got the hummus, and I got pita bread, and I must have eaten two of the big pitas. I warmed it up, and and was scooping hummus as I walked around. Why, an hour, maybe less later, did all of a sudden it feel like my body hit a wall? Not a wall in the sense of being tired, but everything became efforting. My knees now efforting. My hip joints efforting. I had to stand up and kind of, adjust my body so that I could walk and move forward, efforting. When I tell y'all I try my best to stay away from glutens, it's because I can feel the glutens in my joints. And for me, if it is so apparent, why do I sometimes forget, I can't have that. I can't do that and not expect it to, make me feel older, or start walking with my body slightly, not straight and erect, but slightly curved over, so that I can, so that it doesn't quite pain me as much. And so it's like, y'all just don't understand. Glutens are not my friend. I don't know about yours, but I don't know a pasta dish that I like well enough. I'm not old. I am not old at all, Erica. But I will tell you, if I eat glutens, I start feeling old. I started feeling it in my joints immediately. And so that's why I stay away from it. So it is not whether or not it is a state of mind or even an age thing. I know that dude, what's his name, Arthur, runs around in my family, darts his head in and out of people's lives. I hear people telling me, oh, I know when it's raining outside because my joints are hurt, all of that other stuff. I know when I've had some bread that just I should not have, because it makes me hurt. And so when people tell me about their stuff, I just wonder, like, okay, have you tried giving up some, bread or flour stuff for just 3 days, maybe 4 days? But give up that stuff for a few days and see that you feel different in your joints. It might not be a problem for you. You may never have had that issue, right? But I know that I do. So let me tell y'all this, because I think I talked about this right after it happened. When I went on that bike ride, I was so embarrassed because I couldn't keep up. And discovered that my tires were like down to like 20 some pounds, 23 pounds or something of pressure in them. And that was why I was having such a struggle. So after that, it started, after I got the air in the tire and figured out it wasn't me, I've been riding every morning. And so, well, it rained for a few days and blah, blah, blah. So, even the other day when it was smoky, I was like thinking to myself, like, what is this? Because I don't watch the news. I was like, what is this out here? But I'm out and I'm getting in a little bit every day. So there has been something really wonderful that came out of my Monday slow roll experience. It has me getting up and on the bike, and it looks good on me. So it's all good. And I have to stay away from the bread so that doesn't happen. I don't feel like that. But Everett's little thing that he sent was so cute and so good when it asked that woman the question about how she felt about being older. And so there is such a freedom in giving up other people's opinions, ideas, all of that stuff about you. There is such a freedom, a releasing of ideas. And then once you find out that the BS that they told you doesn't work, once you locate the God of your own being for yourself, once you get once you start getting in a different frame of mind, there's a whole lot of stuff that lifts up off of you. And so and then you figure out life is too short to get caught up in the dumb stuff. Some people will never figure it out. Some people will be so adamant about being this, what they think is the perfect model of themselves, that they never get free to just be. Some people might die like that. I don't know, but I know certainly for me, that particular article got an amen. And then another friend of mine's posted that I saw, saying that people learn a lot from failure. And if you are too afraid to fail, or if you're constantly focused in on winning and not just, showing up to do the task, then you block yourself from so much. And she says, and that kind of mentality is, you don't grow in that. So it's taking these moments of failure, the things that may happen to you that really grows you and shapes who you can possibly be. And I think that is a beautiful thing. So don't be afraid to fall. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to live life full out, like nobody's watching, like it's nobody's business but yours. And and love hard when you get the opportunities. Don't, one of the things that I think we screw ourselves up on, especially as women, and I'll say that this is what happens especially when we're younger, and hopefully we've learned something. Our lived experiences will tell us that it doesn't work. But so often, instead of living in the moment, we're thinking about tomorrow. We're thinking about next year. We're thinking about this, that, and the other. What happens then? Y'all, you don't have tomorrow, right? You got today. Think about it that way. You got today. And sometimes this, I need to know, will you still love me tomorrow, negates the fact that you're going to get love today, right? You so busy caught up in, in the ideas that you fail to be present now. I'm going to hold that back. I'm going to not show up fully here. I'm going to act like this. We all across the board, right? And so I'm just of the mindset that, you got right now. You got right now. You got right now. I don't know, but and you can make it special, or you can make it about tomorrow. So I'm going to read for you the daily guides. I know some of y'all don't like this section, so you can look away. But this is the last one for the month that is written. They were written by Christy Hardwick and Reverend Christy. And so this is her last one. And she uses the lyrics, she uses the title, Release, Let Go, Be Free. And she uses the lyrics from Ricky Byers, I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Y'all, that's more than what she put on there. But that's the song that she uses. And from Ernest Holmes, How to Use the Science of Mind book, she uses this quote. The law of God operating within establishes that which is good, beautiful, and true. It is done, I accept, I believe, I know. So here's what Reverend Christy wrote for today. Whatever is in the way of your inner peace, let it go. Right on time, right on time, right on time. Let it go. Remember those chalkboard exercises of yesteryear? I could write the above statement 100 times and let it sink in. Let it go. Whatever is in the way of your inner peace, let it go. I've been practicing letting go for years and continue to discover what it means. I've gone to extremes to let things go. Walking across 30 feet of hot coals to release my fears of living full out. Flying on a trapeze to recognize my inherent ability to soar. Nowadays, I may choose to take a pilgrimage, as I did to Alabama, to let go of my rage over the history of racial terror in our country. I was so devastated by emotion that I had to lie in the bed and heal through tears. And then I got up and walked across the Edmund Pettus Bridge, facing my fears and finding my freedom. Sometimes letting go can come much simpler. Nothing that requires a pilgrimage or a circus act. Always it requires a willingness and an open heart. I appreciate the exercise of untethering my soul. I often sit with the samkara little words I find circulating in my heart, taking up space where love could flow. I open my arms wide, feel the feelings, even when it seems excruciating, and let it pass through. In what ways do you let go? Don't you love the feeling of freedom that you receive? Don't you want more? So the affirmation she uses with this final one that she does is, today I release, I let go, and I let the Spirit run my life. And my arms are open wide, and yes, I'm only here for God. Hey, great day, Winnie. How are you, darling? She probably just popped in to say that and moved on. So, it's great advice, right? Some of the lessons that you've learned, let them go. Figure out what no longer serves you and let it go. Do you know that there are people who imprison themselves in their ideas? Can't even have, men and women can't be friends. Haven't you learned something different by now? Right? At a certain point, you got to release those old ideas of what you've had so that the new and lived experience can inform and show you something different. Y'all, it's time to let some of that old stuff go and just figure out how to be present in the moment and just make it do what it do. Oh my God. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. So, with that, I'm going to jump off of here because I can, and I got some stuff to do today. I got stuff to do every day, but some stuff I want to get done sooner rather than later. So, I'm sending blessings your way, and I hope you let it go. Hola, Sarika. Happy Friday to you. Got a new phone. You got a new phone. I see. Look, I got a new Earth phone. I had been looking for, because my iPhone was so old I couldn't. There was so much I was limited on because I had an older phone. Even the trade-in, I didn't get any. You don't get a trade-in if you wait too long to trade your phone in. So I had a 7, and so I needed to upgrade. And so I got a newer phone, but I'm not still anywhere near the new phone. So, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to have this 12 now. Because it's good. It's different. Y'all, I want y'all to be juicy today. Look, and when I say that, that means like let go, let it go. So if you want to flirt. If you want to, can I access Facebook on your phone? Oh, that's really funny. Okay, I don't know about that, huh? I wonder what's blocking you. Hmm. So do something really juicy today, right? I don't know what that means. Maybe it's a little something extra. Smile at somebody. Give somebody a compliment. Just whatever it is that, just feel yourself today. Feel yourself, your whole self today. And then here's the funny thing, and because when you perceive your own juiciness, that other people can't help but get into agreement with you about it, right? So if it is, the way that the sun just, lavishly shines on you, just to feel that and to move in it and to know that it is enlivening your being and your soul. Feel it, right? Let that flow from you. Just do something that, you got a three-wheel. I didn't know that, Sarika. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead, girl. All right. So I got a bike that I pedal, and I'm loving the way it looks on me. That is so funny. I can't go as far as you probably can, but I'm still loving the way it looks on me. All right, so I will see y'all. Happy Friday to you, and I will see y'all. Maybe I'll be here tomorrow, right? Maybe not. I'm giving myself permission to just let it flow. All right. But have an amazing day. I'll be here definitely on Sunday. So, all right, love and blessings to you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Oops, did I forget to